Welcome back to this mystery lesson. Today, Mr. E is looking for a bride. She has disappeared. She's not in her dressing room where they looked.
That's right. We know that she was only left alone for a moment. So the question is, where did she go? We all hope that nothing happened to her. Let's see what happens in the last part of the show.
Don't worry, I said.
We'll find her.
As we left the room, a hanger on the door almost tore my clothes. I stopped.
What would you do if you tore your wedding dress?
I'd hide,
said the woman. Then she covered her mouth. I looked at the dressing room closet. We found the bride crying inside. Don't cry, I said. The dress isn't getting married. You are.
Oh, good. They've found the bride. This is great.
Yes, it is. But I think we can all tell that she's really sad. She's crying inside the closet. Why is she crying?
I think she tore her wedding dress. But like Mr. E says, the dress isn't getting married. She is. The dress isn't important, the most important thing today.
You're right, Peter. The most important thing is that she will get married. The dress doesn't matter too much.
Exactly. She shouldn't cry about the dress. That's why Mr. E uses today's calendar phrase.
Don't cry.
Don't cry.
别哭.
Look, I have a balloon.
Me too.
Yeah.
Oh no, my balloon popped.
Don't cry.
My balloon popped.
It's okay. Don't cry.
My balloon is gone.
It's just a silly balloon. Don't cry. Oh no! My balloon popped.
Don't cry.
Don't cry.
别哭.
So the bride is crying. And where is she? She's crying inside the closet. Let's learn about that sentence with Christina.
他们最后发现新娘居然躲在衣橱里哭。We found the bride crying inside. 这个句子句尾的 crying inside 是一个分词片语，用来修饰前面的 the bride， 这样的句子显得更为简洁利落。你也练习一下吧。比如 I know the man standing by Nancy. 我认识那位站在 Nancy 旁边的男士。或者He's looking at the girl talking on the phone. 他正看着那个在讲电话的女孩。这样的句子很简洁，请你造3个句子试试看。不要忘了，后面的分词片语是用来修饰它前面的名词。
Thanks, Christina. Mr. E is so good at solving mysteries. He found the bride. But now let's talk about another question that Mr. E asks.
Yes, he asks the woman, what would you do if you tore your wedding dress? These kinds of questions are very important.
You can ask someone, what would you do if? Like, what would you do if your teacher told you there's no school today?
Oh, if that happened, I think you would be so excited. Now, Peter, what would you do if you didn't have to have a job ever again?
Oh, that'd be awesome. Friends, I would travel the world and take pictures of really cool things. Friends, how about you try to ask someone else a question like that? So, the woman tore her dress. What would you do if you tore your dress? I think she would hide.
Well, do you remember what it means if you tear something? Peter showed you that last month when he tore pieces of paper. And tearing your wedding dress would not be a very good thing.
Yeah, I think those dresses are pretty expensive. So if the woman tore her dress, she would hide.
When you hide, you go to a place where it's hard to find you. Sometimes we hide for a game, and then other people try to find you.
Yeah, and if you want to be alone, you might have to hide from people. But even though the bride was hiding today, they found her.
So it's all going to be okay. And right now, that means that we can review our keywords. Say them with us.
Here's our first keyword today. Wedding. Wedding. Sarah and Joe's wedding is at the church.
Bride. Bride. A bride looks happy on her wedding day.
Lady. Lady. Lisa is a young lady.
Moment. Moment. Wait a moment while I find a pen.
Dress. Dress. The bride wore a beautiful white dress.
Hide. Hide. Julia hid the candy from her children. Okay, those are all the keywords we learned. Now let's take a look back at today's lesson.
I arrived at the wedding early. My friend's daughter was the bride. A young lady came to me 15 minutes before the wedding. She spoke quickly and quietly.
Mr. E, come with me.
I could tell something was wrong, so I went with her. When no one was around, she said,
We need your help, Mr. E. We can't find the bride. She disappeared.
The woman took me to the bride's dressing room. There were clothes and hangers everywhere.
The bride was just here.
The young woman said.
I left for a moment. I came back, and she was gone.
Did she get nervous and run away?
I asked.
No, she was very happy about the wedding.
The young woman answered.
What if something happened to her?
Don't worry, I said.
We'll find her.
As we left the room, a hanger on the door almost tore my clothes. I stopped.
What would you do if you tore your wedding dress?
I'd hide,
said the woman. Then she covered her mouth. I looked at the dressing room closet. We found the bride crying inside. Don't cry, I said. The dress isn't getting married. You are.
Here comes the bride. Here comes the bride.
Ginger, why are you dressed like that?
This is a mystery about a bride.
Yes, but you don't need to wear a wedding dress.
Maybe the dress can help me solve the mystery.
Maybe.
Besides, I like wearing it. I look super beautiful.
You look super silly.
Super silly? Funky man. You make me want to hide.
That's it. Ginger, you solved the mystery.
I did?
Yes, the bride went to hide.
Yeah! There goes the bride. There goes the bride.
Yo, how's your attitude? Let's check it in 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's not the things you do or say that people notice along life's way. What you are speak so loud, they can't hear what you're talking about. Attitude is how you act, Not just talk the talk and giving the facts. Put a smile on your face. Give out your way with a bit of grace. Doing things can be more fun. Turn a storm into the sun. Doing things can be more fun. Turn a storm into the sun. Good or bad comes from the heart. That's the place you have to start. In the things you do today. Don't let your attitude get in the way. Good or bad comes from the heart. That's the place you have to start. In the things you do today. Don't let your attitude get in the way.
Don't let your attitude get in the way. Get in the way.
Now let's give it up to Jason. What you gotta say?
Yeah, it's not the things you do or say that people know it's a long life's way. When you are speak so loud, they can hear what you are talking about. Attitude is how you act, not just talk the talk and give it the facts. Put a smile on your face, keep up your way with a bit of grace.
Comes from the heart. That's the place you have to start. In the things you do today. Don't let your attitude get in the way. That comes from the heart. That's the place you have to start. In the things you do today. Don't let your attitude get in the way.
Well, that's the end of another mystery lesson. And once again, Mr. E has solved the mystery. He found the bride.
Yeah, and she didn't need to hide. She tore her dress, but that's not the important thing. The important thing is she's getting married.
I'm glad everything has worked out well. Everyone should be happy now. And we learned some great English together today, too.
Yes, we did. So make sure that you practice everything that we talked about. You should try to practice 10 minutes every day.
But make sure to come back tomorrow. We'll have a new lesson for you then. And that means we'll have new key words and new phrases to talk about.
Yes, that's right. There's always more to learn. So see you next time right here on
Let's Talk in English. Goodbye.